Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I will be showing you how I made this crocheted halter top. If that is something that you are interested in learning how to make, please stay tuned and we'll get right into the tutorial. Alright, so for a list of materials that we're using in this project, just check the description box. I'll put everything there. But to begin this project, you will need to make a chain long enough to go around this part of your body. And then at the back, about this much. So it doesn't go completely around full circle. So just like that, if that makes sense. So let's begin. And you're going to make a chain in an even number. So for me, I have chained a total of 130 stitches. Okay, and then to begin row 1, I am going to double crochet into the third chain from the hook, and then put one double crochet in each chain space all the way across for a total of 139 stitches. All right, so go ahead and complete row 1, just one double crochet in each chain all the way across, and then I will come back once I get to the end of this row. Okay guys, so at the end of row 1, you're just going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Turn your work around and then double crochet in each stitch all the way across. And you're going to do that for a total of 6 rows. So 6 rows of double crochet, and then we will continue with our pattern from that point. Okay, so go ahead and complete your 6 rows and then we will move on. All right guys, so I have completed my 6 rows. I have a total of 129 stitches. So I have found my center point. So I have 64 stitches on this side, 64 on this side, and then 1 in the center. So I've put a stitch marker at the center point, and then I'm going to count 12 stitches away from the middle. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And I'll put another stitch marker into this stitch right here. Then I'll count 12 stitches away from the center on this side. Hopefully I'm still in the frame. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And I'll put my next stitch marker in that space right there. Okay, so now I am going to also start decreasing. So I'm going to start my row by chaining 3. 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to skip that first stitch right there and double crochet into the second stitch. Mind you, this chain 3 counts as my first stitch. So just like so. And then 1 double crochet in each stitch all the way up to that first stitch marker. So go ahead and double crochet across and we'll meet at our first stitch marker and continue. Coming up to my first stitch marker, I have recalculated my math and I am off. So here we counted to 12 spaces. That should have been 10. So I'm going to move back 2 spaces. So 12, 11, 10. on that side, and I'm gonna do the same on this side. So count back to 12, 11, 10. So it should be 10 spaces on each side, not 12. So I'm just gonna work up to the stitch marker on this side, and then we'll begin the pattern. So in that space where the stitch marker is, I'm going to work a V-stitch. So I'm going to remove this. In that stitch, I'm going to put 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets. So that's 1, 2, chain 2, 1, 2, and 2 double crochets, all in that same space. All right, now chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Skip 7 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and into the 8th space you're going to put 3 double crochets, all in that same stitch. So that's 1, 2, and 3. Now chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and you can remove the middle stitch marker. That was just to mark the center of our work. Okay, so on the bottom now you're going to skip 3 spaces, or 3 stitches, sorry. 1, 2, 3, and into the 4th stitch you're going to put another 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, now chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now skip 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then into the 8th where our stitch marker is, you're going to work a V-stitch. So again, 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets, all in that same space. 1, 2. Okay, now one double crochet in each stitch all the way to the end. Okay, so go ahead and complete this row, and we will meet at the start of row 2 and we will continue. Guys, I forgot to mention that we're also decreasing on this side. So each row is going to begin and end with a decrease. So I have 2 stitches remaining in this row. I am going to skip over the second to last stitch and double crochet into the top of the chain 3 to end this row. Ooh, now I remember why I didn't like this hook. Okay, and then to begin the next row, chain 3, turn your work around. I'm gonna skip over the second stitch, skip over the second one, and start 1 double crochet into the next, then 1 double crochet into each stitch all the way across. Okay, so keep going until you get up to the V-stitch right here. So the V-stitch is 4 stitches. So when you get up to this point, I will meet you at that point. So just double crochet your way there, and then we'll pick up from that point. All right, so I am up to the V-stitch. So I did my last double crochet right there. Just move that. Okay, so into the center of the V-stitch, you are going to work another V-stitch. So it's 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochets. 1, 2, like this. Whoops. Okay. I don't know if I need to zoom in more. All right, so after the V-stitch, oops, you are going to chain 2, 1 and 2. Then you're going to skip over this section and into these 3 double crochets, we're going to put 5 double crochets. So into the first double crochet, you're going to put 2 double crochets in that first stitch. 1 and 2. Then 1 into the center. Then 2 into the third double crochet of the previous row. 1, 2. Then chain 2, 1, 2, like so. Okay.
Sorry, I'm not sure.
Into this chain 3 space, you're going to put 1 double crochet into the center chain. So into the middle chain, put 1 double crochet. Okay. And I just realized that's where my pattern ends. Okay, so now I guess I'll just do what I did on this side. So chain 2, 1, 2, and into this 3 double crochets we're going to put 5. So 2 into the first one, 1, 2, then 1 into the center, then 2 into the third, and 2. Now chain 2, 1, 2, and work a V-stitch in the center of the previous V-stitch. So again, 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets, all in that center space. And 1, 2. Okay, now you're going to skip over these 2, which is a part of the V-stitch of the previous row. So just be mindful of that and move over to the first stitch after the V-stitch. And that's where you're going to put 1 double crochet. Then 1 double crochet in each stitch all the way to the end. And when you get to the end, don't forget to decrease. So you're going to skip the second to last double crochet and just double crochet into the chain 3 to end the row. Okay, and then to start the next row, you chain up 3, skip the second stitch, and 1 double crochet in each space all the way until you get back up to the V-stitch, and we will pick up at that point and move on. Okay guys, so to start row 3 of our pattern, I'm going to begin with a V-stitch. So it's 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets all into that center point. That's 1, 2, and 2 more double crochets. Now chain 2, 1, 2, and these 5 double crochets of the previous row we are going to make into 3 stitches. So we're going to double crochet these 2 together, 1 double crochet here, and double crochet these 2 together as well. Okay, so you're going to wrap your yarn around your hook like so. Enter the first double crochet, hook the yarn, pull through and pull up. Hook the yarn, pull through 2 loops, wrap the yarn around the hook again, go into the second stitch, hook the yarn, pull through, pull up, hook the yarn, pull through 2 loops, then hook the yarn, pull through all 3 loops. So those 2 stitches now became 1. And now for the center stitch, 1 double crochet into that stitch, and then again double crochet these 2 together the same way, just like that. Okay, now chain 2, and then this double crochet right here, we're going to put 3 double crochets into that stitch. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, now chain 2, 1, 2, and again we're gonna make these 5 double crochets into 3. So double crochet the first 2 stitches together like that. 1 double crochet into the center stitch, then double crochet the last 2 together. Then chain 2 and work the V-stitch on the end right there. 1, 2 double crochets, chain 2, and 2 double crochets all into that same space. All right, and now try not to work into the edge of the V-stitch of the previous row. So 1 double crochet in the next double crochet, then 1 double crochet in each stitch all the way across to the second to last stitch, where you will skip that stitch and double crochet into the chain 3 to end the row. Then you will start row 4 with a decrease and work 1 double crochet across to the V-stitch of row 4, and then we will meet at that point and continue our pattern. Okay, so keep going and I will see you at the start of row 4 center point, and then we'll keep going. All right, so we are up to row 4. I have already done my V-stitch right there. So now I'm going to chain 1. Now these 3 stitches, these 3 double crochets, we're going to work into 1 stitch. So wrap your yarn around your hook, go into the first stitch, hook the yarn, pull through, pull up, hook the yarn, pull through 2 loops, wrap the yarn around the hook again, go into the center stitch, hook the yarn, pull through, pull up, hook the yarn, pull through 2 loops, wrap the yarn around the hook again, go into the third stitch, hook the yarn, pull through, pull up, hook the yarn, pull through 2 loops. Now hook the yarn and pull through all 4 loops on the hook. So this is what we have. We're closing the top of that first leaf. All right, now chain 3. 1, 2, 3, which takes us to these 3 double crochets in the center. You are going to put 1 double crochet into the first one, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, skip over the center stitch and put 1 double crochet into the third double crochet right there, then chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and now we're going to work these 3 double crochets into 1 stitch, so just like this. All right, and now chain 1 and work the next V-stitch. Oops. So that's 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets. One and 2. All right, and now double crochet across. Okay, and then decrease to end the row and decrease to start the next row, and I will meet you for row 5 once you get back to the V-stitch of the next row. All right, so keep going and I'll see you at that point. We are now up to row 5. Okay, so I have made my V-stitch over here. Now we're going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then where we have these 2 double crochets in the center is where we're going to work next. So into that first double crochet, we're going to put 3 double crochets. It's 1, 2, and 3. Okay, like so. Now chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and into the next double crochet, we're going to put another 3 double crochets. So right there we are starting at the bottom of 2 more leaves. So that's 1, 2, 3. All right, and now chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and work your V-stitch at the end. 1, 2, 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets. All right, and now you'll just work 1 double crochet in each stitch all the way across, ending with a decrease and starting the next row with a decrease. Okay, so at this point, this is what you should have. Okay guys, so you will continue repeating rows 2 to 5 up the center to form the leaf pattern, all the while still decreasing on the edges. So the shape you're going for is something like this, with the leaves in the center. Just like something like that. All right, so once you have the height of your top, then we'll come back and pick up for the straps. Okay, so I guess you want your top to be fitting from about here. Like that. Okay, so you might have to put it up against your body, and once you get to this height, then we'll meet back at that point. I'm not sure how many rows or what the measurement is at this point, but I will let you know. So I'll continue working on mine, and then once I'm satisfied with the height of the top, then I'll come back and we will continue. All right, so just keep repeating, like I said, row 2 to row 5. We're on row 5, so when you finish this row, if you don't know what to do, just rewind the video and start again from row 2 once you complete this row 5. All right, so keep going, and once you're satisfied with the height of your top, then we'll pick up and continue. All right, guys, so this is my top at this point. I have done a total of 8 leaves down the center, and I ended on a think I ended on a row 4. And now for the next row, whoops, I'm just going to go all the way across with a row of double crochets with a decrease at the end. So I'm just going to decrease, chain 3, decrease, then just go 1 double crochet in each stitch all the way across. So we'll do that, and then I'll come back and show you how I'm going to make the straps. We are almost done. So for the straps, I am just going to make a chain. So I don't want it exactly on the edge of the top, so I will chain 1, turn, and I'll put 1 single crochet in that next stitch, like so. And then I will make a chain of, I'll chain 100 and see how I feel about that. If I add more, I'll let you know. But as for now, I'll just chain 100. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, so 100 chains is giving me about 20 inches. So what I will do, you can leave yours like this if you want it, if you're fine with it like this, but I hate how flimsy it is, so I will add another chain and then single crochet in the second stitch from the hook, and then single crochet all the way back down, just so that my strap isn't so skinny. Like, that part is totally optional. You can leave it as a chain if you want, but for me, I want it a little bit thicker. So I'll just single crochet my way back all the way across. And then once I get back to the base, so once I get back down here, I will just slip stitch in this chain, this space right here, and then cut off my tail, pull up a loop, cut off my tail, and end the strap there. And then I will insert my hook over here and start a new strap of chaining 101, then single crocheting all the way back. So when I come back, I will have both my straps finished, and then we will work on the bottom edge. Okay, so go ahead and do that, and I will meet you at that point and we'll continue. Now that I have both straps done, it's time to work on the bottom. I'm gonna start with this side. So I'm gonna work along the side right here. So just going to attach my thread. All right, so right in the very first row, right at the corner here, is where I'm going to attach my yarn. And put 1 chain. Okay, and then in that same space, I'm going to do 1 single crochet. Then chain 3, 1, 2, 3. And then let me see if I can get as close as possible. Okay, then right here, I'm going to put 1 single crochet. Then go over into the next space right here and put 1 single crochet, making, okay, so right here you can see we have a chain 3. So right in that first chain at the bottom is where I'm putting that single crochet. And now chain 3 again, 1, 2, 3, and then right here, which would be the top right there, is where I'm going to put 1 single crochet, then 1 single crochet in that chain, that first chain. Okay, so we have a chain 3, then I think another chain 3. Over here is all chain 3s where we end and begin a row. So that's what I'm talking about when I say into the chain. All right, so single crochet. All right, and then another single crochet. Then chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Then in the next space right here, I'm putting another single crochet, then another, then chain 3, 1, 2, 3. And then in the very next space right here where this chain 3 is, putting a single crochet and another, so it's 2 single crochet, then a chain 3, 2 single crochet. Basically what I'm doing is creating loops on the side. That's all it is. So I'm just creating little loops on the side over here. So I'm gonna make a total of 7 loops along the side here, and then I'll flip to the other side and do the same. So just like that. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 loops. I did my 2 single crochets there, so now chain 3, 1, 2, 3. One single crochet, another single crochet, chain 3, 1, 2, 3. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is my 6th. Oops. I'm just using those chain 3s as my anchor on the side. One and 2, chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then I'll just do 2 single crochets and then a slip stitch, and then pull up my tail, cut off my end, and that's it. All right, and then I'll just repeat that on the other side, and then I will make another one of these, probably do about 150 chains, and that is what I'm going to weave through to hold the back together. So I'll do that and then I'll come back and show you. Okay, so now that I've done the loops on both sides, what I have done is to make a strap. So this is just a row of, I chained 150 and then single crocheted across, just like I did for these straps. All right, and basically all I'm going to do is to lace them through the loops in the back. So just in a crisscross fashion, like you would for a shoelace maybe. So it's just like that. You just go across and then crisscross to the other one. And these are going under those loops that I made. And that is basically it. So What's next is just to weave in my ends, cut off my tails, and that would be it for this project. So just weave through, crisscross like this. And that's it. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Don't forget to give the video a like and leave a comment. And also subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. And I will see you in another video. Bye.